In the golden light of dawn, a king stood atop his palace, master of all he surveyed. Yet in a single moment, a fleeting glance, the seeds of ruin were sown. This is the story of King David, a man after God's own heart, who fell into darkness and cried out from the depths of his broken soul. In the quiet of his palace, David, anointed king and victorious warrior, looked down from his rooftop and saw Bathsheba. A moment of temptation spiraled into a web of deceit. To hide his sin, he sent her husband, Uriah the Hittite, a loyal soldier, to the front lines of battle with a death sentence sealed by the king's own hand. The news of Uriah's fall echoed not with the glory of war, but with the deafening heartbeat of guilt. David had taken what was not his, and in doing so had distanced himself from the holy God who had given him everything. Then came the prophet Nathan, his words like a divine sword cutting through the king's defenses. "Thou art the man." The truth struck David with the force of a physical blow. Visions of his sin flashed before him, Uriah's loyalty betrayed, Bathsheba's grief, and the innocent lamb from Nathan's parable slaughtered for another's transgression. The weight of his guilt was unbearable. His crown, the symbol of his God-given authority, tumbled from his head, rolling across the cold marble floor. Stripped of his royal pride, David collapsed, a broken king before a holy God. Alone, his royal robes torn and his face smeared with ashes, David entered the tabernacle. He fell to his knees, his heart shattered. It was here, in the depths of his despair, that he uttered one of the most powerful prayers ever recorded. "Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin." His cry was not for the restoration of his kingdom, but for the restoration of his soul. He pleaded, "Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me." As his prayer ascended, cleansing rain began to fall upon Jerusalem. David, no longer a proud monarch, but a humble penitent, walked barefoot through the city. He took up his harp, not to command a court, but to pour out his repentance in song. The melody that once soothed a troubled king now carried a prayer for mercy, a song of a broken and contrite heart. Light, brighter than before, filled the space around him, a visible sign of the grace he had so desperately sought. Years later, we see David not on a throne, but in a shepherd's field at dawn. The man who was once a shepherd boy, then a mighty king, was now simply a soul restored by grace. His crown was not of gold, but of mercy. His true strength was found not in his army, but in his restored fellowship with God. David's story reminds us that no matter how far we fall, God's mercy is greater. A broken spirit and a contrite heart he will not despise. If this story of repentance and divine mercy moved you, please consider supporting the Living Psalm Stories channel. Your likes, shares, and comments allow us to bring these powerful stories of faith to more people who need hope. Thank you for being a part of our community.